You're watching Truth versus Hype. Did the RSS have a hand in the killing of Mahatma Gandhi? This question that has haunted Indian public life for decades has now resurfaced after a court in Maharashtra this week framed charges against Rahul Gandhi for his claim that the RSS was responsible for the Gandhi murder. Those comments made in an election speech 4 years ago has led to a defamation case against the Congress president by an RSS worker. Despite this legal setback, Rahul Gandhi seems to be sticking to his claim, while the RSS, of course, claims, as it always has, that they've had no role in the assassination. Shruti Menon sifts through the evidence on the RSS link to Gandhi's murder. Truth or hype?
गांधी जी को मारा इन्होंने, आरएसएस के लोगों ने गांधी जी को गोली मारी और आज उनके लोग गांधी जी की बात करते हैं.
The comment that has landed Rahul Gandhi in court made at a rally in Thane, north of Mumbai during the 2014 Lok Sabha election campaign. Neither Rahul Gandhi nor his lawyers have so far produced any proof to back the claim, instead sticking to a more political response.
मेरे ऊपर ये केस तो लगाते रहते हैं, ठीक है, जितने लगाएं, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. मेरी विचारधारा की लड़ाई है और मैं इनके खिलाफ लड़ूंगा और हम जीतेंगे. धन्यवाद.
So what do the facts suggest? 12 men were charge-sheeted for the murder of Mahatma Gandhi on 30th January 1948. The main accused include Nathuram Vinayak Godse, Narayan Apte, Digambar Badge, Gopal Godse, Nathuram's brother, and Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, the Hindutva ideologue and a member of the Hindu Mahasabha, an organization with ideological links to the RSS. After a year's trial, Nathuram Godse and Narayan Apte were sentenced to death in June 1948. 5 others, including Gopal Godse, got life. Savarkar was acquitted for lack of evidence. So what then is the RSS link to the Gandhi murder? Well, Godse, by his own admission, was in the RSS, telling the court in his statement that I am one of those volunteers of Maharashtra who joined the Sangh in its initial stage. However, he says he left the RSS and joined the Hindu Mahasabha, but does not say when. This has allowed the RSS to claim they had no ties to Godse when he killed Gandhi and to justify theirs and indeed even the BJP's veneration of Savarkar.
Godse. So he would have been the kind of structure that RSS have even today. Anybody can come and join in. I mean, there is no way of suspending somebody from RSS membership. So once you are in, you remain there for 1 or 2 years, and then if you don't like, you stop coming to us, you stop attending our shakhas. So that is the case that have happened with in this particular Godse also.
But Gopal Godse, who died in 2005, in an interview to Frontline in 1994, said he and his brothers never left the RSS. You can say we grew up in the RSS rather than in our home. It was like a family to us. Nathuram had become a Bodhik Karava or intellectual worker in the RSS. He has said in his statement that he left the RSS. He said it because Golwalkar and the RSS were in a lot of trouble after the murder of Gandhi. But he did not leave the RSS.
What Gopal Godse is saying, you need to ask him only. I cannot reply on his behalf. I am saying, I am again on record, I am saying that we have nothing to do with them. They have a different organization by the name of Abhinav Bharat. Then also, they parted ways with us, and they formed Abhinav Bharat at that point in time also. So they were still running that organization. The family is still running that organization.
Also, a report in the online portal Catch News refers to CID reports from 1947, which refers to a threatening speech given by Guru Golwalkar, the RSS chief, in 1947 in Delhi, where he reportedly said, "The Sangh will not rest content until it had finished Pakistan. If anyone stood in our way, we will have to finish them too, whether it was Nehru government or any other government." Mahatma Gandhi could not mislead them any longer. We have the means whereby such men can be immediately silenced, but it is our tradition not to be inimical to Hindus. If we are compelled, we will have to resort to that course also. As for Savarkar, a commission of inquiry was set up in November 1966 to probe the Gandhi assassination, examined evidence that was unavailable during the trial to find that Savarkar may have had a role in the conspiracy. The testimonies of Savarkar aides produced before the commission suggested that Gandhi's assassins had met Savarkar twice in January 1948 before the assassination, contrary to Savarkar's testimony in court. Ranjit Savarkar is the chairman of the Savarkar National Memorial based in Mumbai.
It is obvious that this thing is totally false, and nobody has deposed in front of Kapoor Commission regarding such visits. And secondly, Savarkar was already dead, and his representatives were never given a chance to depose against Kapoor Commission, or they were given a chance to defend him. So whole Kapoor Commission thing is a bogus thing. There is only one line in that report, and that is also not in the conclusion of the findings. Findings doesn't say that Savarkar was involved.
A nuanced appraisal of the RSS's role emerges in the correspondence between Nehru and Sardar Patel in the months following the Gandhi assassination, as well as exchanges between Patel and Golwalkar, the RSS chief, in a letter written in February 1948 to Sardar Patel. Nehru writes, "More and more I have come to the conclusion that Bapu's murder was not an isolated business but a part of a much wider campaign organized chiefly by the RSS." To this, Patel wrote, "The RSS was not involved in it at all. It was a fanatical wing of the Hindu Mahasabha directly under Savarkar that hatched the conspiracy and saw it through." But writing to Golwalkar in September 1948, Patel accused the RSS of spreading the poison that led to Gandhi's death. As a final result of the poison, the country had to suffer the sacrifice of the valuable life of Gandhiji. Opposition turned more severe when the RSS men expressed joy and distributed sweets after Gandhiji's death. Under these conditions, it became inevitable for the government to take action against the RSS. Patel also indicted the RSS in his letters with Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, the founder of the Jan Sangh, the political wing of the RSS. Our reports do confirm that as a result of the activities of these two bodies, that is the RSS and the Hindu Mahasabha, particularly the former, an atmosphere was created in the country in which such a ghastly tragedy became possible. There is no doubt in my mind the extreme section of the Hindu Mahasabha was involved in this conspiracy.
February 27, 1948, Sardar Patel writes to Nehru, the Prime Minister of India. It also clearly emerges from these statements that the RSS was not involved at all. This is generally quoted by RSS people. By July 1948, Sardar was more clear on the issue. So he says that Hindu Mahasabha and RSS both were involved in creating a situation where Gandhiji was killed. By September 1948, he has more inputs, and in a letter dated 19 September to Golwalkar, he very clearly says that this was RSS which created a situation that a life like Gandhiji's was lost.
Based on the available public record, Rahul Gandhi's claim that the RSS killed Mahatma Gandhi is not backed by hard evidence. He may have been on stronger ground for suggesting that the RSS and its ideological partners created a climate of hate that enabled the assassination.
All right, on the show tonight, Pawan Khera is here, spokesperson of the Congress. We also have with us Desh Ratan Nigam, a supporter of the RSS as well as a political analyst. Also, Professor Aditya Mukherjee, who is a professor of contemporary Indian history at the Center for Historical Studies at JNU. Now, Pawan Khera, the point that Rahul Gandhi made in his speech, and we saw that statement, was not that it was the RSS ideology which led to the Gandhi assassination, which perhaps could have led him, as we said in a report, on firmer ground. He said RSS men killed Mahatma Gandhi, which at least the available public record, the available public evidence that we could collect is not borne out by the facts. Unless the Congress has some evidence of this which has been hidden from public discourse for the past, 5-6 decades?
We are not in the business of hiding. We are also not in the business of coming to power and burning 3,000 files as this government did in the first week of its governance.
Okay,
we are not getting into that.
Let's
Let the proceedings begin. We were very happy that the proceedings will start now. We'll prove it. We'll prove it.
Okay. How?
Let's just talk about facts which are available in public domain as of now.
Yes.
Satyaki Savarkar, grandson of Gopal Godse and great grandson of Nathuram Godse, even today says that my uncle, my granduncle, was a member of the RSS. He was a Bodhik Karewa of the Sangli Shakha. I mean, every detail is there in public domain. Nothing is hidden from anyone.
So this goes back to the Gopal Godse interview which we cited.
Not just Gopal Godse's interview. I am talking about Himani Savarkar's son. Himani Savarkar's son. Today he's a young man. He has records to show. He has records to prove it. And he is not ashamed of belonging to the RSS. He is very proud that Gopal Godse and Nathuram Godse were part of the RSS till the last breath of their life.
Even though Desh Ratan Nigam, Nathuram Godse did tell the court that I was in the RSS, but then I left it and I joined the Hindu Mahasabha. He doesn't mention the date though, but he does say that he leaves the RSS.
See, let me tell you one thing. How do you counter this hype or the false narrative? You go by the established facts on record,
right?
Not what happened subsequently in the politics that went into it.
Sure.
You have the CID report of that point of time, which does not talk about RSS. Nehru knew about it. You have Justice Kapoor's commission, which does not talk about RSS. You have the FIR, it does not talk about the RSS. You have the judgment of the court, which does not talk of the RSS.
Right.
These are established facts on record. And
what do you make of then the claims that subsequently were made, like by Gopal Godse and so on, where he says that Nathuram and I and all the brothers were in the RSS till the end. We only said that in public to avoid the RSS getting into trouble.
See, whatever they may have said, it is for them to answer one.
I mean, secondly, Rajiv, none of them are alive anymore.
Fine. No more. Rajiv Tuli just said on record before that they may have been a part of RSS once upon a time and they left it and they created another institution called Abhinav Bharat. And, this controversy will continue till the politicians are there. And the very fact, how do you...
Okay, that is then forever. I want to come to the
just one second. One second.
Quick intervention from Pawan and then
this is the CID report dated 6 December 1947 by Inspector Kartar Singh. He talks about an RSS meeting in Govardhan. At the residence of Ankulal Vesh.
Look at the finding.
No, please don't quote from...
I am telling you.
Are we nitpicking?
Here is the CID report. This is not nitpicking. This is part of the evidence.
All right, okay.
Let me respond. I am talking about the findings of the Justice Kapoor. He's not talking about the findings. Right. He's just quoting from here and there. I am talking about the findings.
Much more will come with these proceedings now.
And everything was considered in a court of law.
Okay.
We are back in the court of law.
And let me tell you one
okay, no, we must allow others to speak. Professor, are we nitpicking here? And is the larger question really the point that Sardar Patel seems to make in his correspondence with Nehru and with some of the Sangh leaders, that he says it may not actually be the RSS that may have directly given instructions to kill Gandhi, but he suggests that it was a climate, an ideology created by the RSS and by affiliated organizations like the Hindu Mahasabha, which may have enabled the killing of the Mahatma.
Absolutely. I think he was right. And but before I say anything, I must congratulate your team, because I think they've done most of the job already. It's a wonderful collection. But that apart, to answer your question, he's absolutely right. Patel is right, and that is exactly what Gopal Godse says. He says, I'm quoting him. He says it would be cowardice to now renounce Nathuram from the RSS. He said, of course, you can say that the RSS did not pass a resolution to shoot Mahatma Gandhi. This is Gopal Godse saying, which is a fact. Nobody can prove it because RSS is a secret organization. But there is not an iota of doubt that there was an overlap between Hindu Mahasabha and the RSS and Savarkar. I can show you pictures where RSS workers are welcoming Savarkar, etc.
Sure.
And the CID report says, then they were asked that produce a list of RSS people, they and Hindu Mahasabha, they produced the same list.